welcome to our cause and effect language YouTube tutorial. Okay, so everyone will need your Making Connections textbook, and we're going to be working with the information on page 22 to 23. Okay, cause and effect language. As you probably saw in level 8 speaking and listening, and I linked my level 8 speaking and listening YouTube lecture in the announcements, there's lots of different ways that we can use cause and effect language. We can use fanboys, we can use prepositions, we can use linking words, we can use verbs, we can use nouns. We have lots and lots of different styles and types of cause and effect language. But what I wanted to show you was this example paragraph that you can find in your book. I changed it a little bit just to fit on the board, but I just wanted you to look at together cause and effect language in an actual paragraph, because a lot of the examples you get are just sentence level examples, but often you're going to be writing essays or reports, or if you're going into the sciences or health, you're going to be talking about treatment and cures and making the reports around that. So it's fine to practice on the sentence level, but really we're going to be writing big pieces of text, and it's good to look at them in big pieces of text. Okay, so let's look at this piece of text. It says, in 2008, there was a serious outbreak of food-borne infectious diseases in the US. Okay, so we don't have any cause or effect here. This is just an introduction into this paragraph. Okay, the government quickly attributed it to, so in this case, it is all of this. It is an outbreak of food-borne infectious diseases. So the government quickly attributed it to contaminated tomatoes. So it is an outbreak of food-borne infectious diseases. So this is actually the result. But it's, sorry, can't see my head. So this is actually the result. And the question is, what is the cause? So this is a very important point. We don't always have to have cause first, then effect when we are writing. Sometimes we're like, this is an effect. What is the cause? Let's talk about it. Okay, so the government quickly attributed this, to contaminated tomatoes. So contaminated tomatoes is the cause. And the language that we have here is attributed it to. And this is just a piece of, this is a verb, to attribute. And to attribute is to give credit or blame to somebody. So it's we attribute Canada's healthcare system to some of the early premiers who fought for universal healthcare. So it's just this is who deserves credit. So in this case, who deserves credit for this disease? Tomatoes. So in this case, we have the result first, and then we have the cause in our paragraph. Okay, and it's linked together with this cause and effect language that helps my brain understand oh, okay, this result is because of this cause, and I know this because of this language that's used here. Okay. The government later discovered that the cause, so this is a noun, that the cause, and then we have a preposition here of, the cause of the outbreak was in fact peppers. So in this case, we've had a change. We thought the cause was tomatoes, but it was in fact peppers. In fact tells me that this is it's like saying actually, is actually peppers. And then we have here the cause in its noun form. So this is just a really nice small example of how we can use lots of different cause and effect language inside one paragraph. Okay, and remember, it doesn't always have to be in the correct order. Sorry. It doesn't always have to be in the correct order. Um, you can mix it up and just use the correct language where you need to. So you can always introduce the result first and then talk about the cause. Okay. In your book on page 23, there's a big chart here of different nouns, verbs, phrases, connecting clauses, and connecting sentences. I'm not going to go through all of these with you, but what I encourage you to do is take a look at them and make a little mark, like beside any of them that you feel comfortable using. So go through all the sections and be like, oh, okay, I know how to use that, and I know how to use this, and like maybe I know how to use this, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of research, and then so you're not expected to be able to use all of these. Just pick a few that you are comfortable using and use those. I'm not going to test you on all of these different words. However, I do want to see a little bit of variety in your writing. So in your essay outline and in your essay, I want to see like a mix of these different things and the different things we talked about in the PowerPoint audio lecture today. So yes, this is self-study. You can take a look at these. So finally, at the bottom of page 23, it gives you some good tips for practicing, like how do you study cause and effect language? So not only can you study it by practicing writing it, but you can also study it by looking for it when you are reading. So in the reading homework that's coming up next, take a really good look at like where you can find that cause and effect language, and just mentally, or you can make a note in your book, like just a C for the cause, underline, E for effect, and just try and break apart your reading with cause and effect language. So that's one way of studying, is actually reading. The other way is that, that was basically it. So it's like practice writing it and practice looking for it when you read. And even more of a level than that, you can make some notes inside your reading to help you like organize all the cause and effect ideas and see how the writer uses the different cause and effect language and how it is used in the sentence structure. So is it followed by a verb? Is it followed by another subject and then a verb? Is it followed by a gerund? Like, how is it used grammatically in a sentence? Because you guys are at the level now where you can start analyzing sentences and then teaching yourself how to use these. Because you have all the grammar. You're level 9. You're incredible at English. Okay, so your homework, it says in the announcements, is going to be reading, page 22, all the way to page 32. And I'll take up the answers on Tuesday. Also, there's another cause and effect homework sheet that I want you to do for Tuesday as well. All right, good luck, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow.